Welcome back to another On Base Advanced tutorial video. In this video, I'm going to walk you through an inning of real baseball with some real players, some real teams. I actually started a league called the Federated Regions League. Consists of the North, South, East, and West teams. And out of the 2019 All-Star teams that are available, the National League and American League, I was able to sort of squeeze out 4 teams. Each team has a roster of 18, I believe. And there are some extra players as well, so I plan to do a little bit of free agency or maybe a trade type deadline in the middle of the season. The season is 24 games. So I'm just going to pull out a couple of teams. This is the North versus the South. And pitching for the South is Justin Verlander, and the North team is batting first. Pitching for the North is Max Scherzer. So we got a couple of big time pitchers going in. It's a lot of big time hitters. So these are National League and American League All Stars sort of mixed together. I did a draft, and so those teams are sort of mixed up now. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a dice roller off to my left, and also have my fly ball or my matrix here. So you can see I have all the different matrices available to me, and when it comes time to, I'll probably just do something like this and show you. I'll just show you where they are on the fielding matrix. So let's go ahead and go through the first at bat. First at bat is Brantley. All right, so Michael Brantley is a left-handed batter. Verlander is a right-handed pitcher. You can see here that when you read this, you read bats and throws. So bats, his handedness as far as batting is on the left-hand side. Throwing is on the right. Same here for Brantley. Left-handed batter, left-handed thrower or fielder. So we have a righty-lefty matchup here. And because Verlander is facing a left-hander, we're going to use these black numbers, right, all the way through. The black numbers are for left-handed hitters, so just something to sort of keep in mind. Here's the roll number 1 to determine the pitch. It's going to be a 78, and a 78 is going to be a breaking ball. You can tell the combination of these two is 94, so the top end of this breaking ball one is 94. Anything 95 to 100 is going to be an off-speed pitch. Excuse me. So 78 falls into the breaking ball category, and then we come to is the breaking ball in the zone or not. The roll is a 77, so the ball is outside the zone. So we're going to use the O swing and to determine whether the batter swung at the pitch or not. Now this is the first pitch of the at bat, so we have sort of our auto walks and our auto strikeouts in play. If this next roll is, so he's a 35% K percentage, we round this down. So we round it down to 35, and if it's from 1 to 35, then there's an opportunity for an automatic strikeout, and that would end the at bat and go to the next at bat. Brantley has a K value of -10, and so what we want to do is we want to take this 10 and subtract it from the K percentage. So this is actually going to be for anything from a 1 to 25. So we subtract 10 from the K percentage, and now the opportunity to strike out Michael Brantley himself for this at bat is 1 to 25. So we'll have to take a look at that. It's actually not going to come into play because it's out of the strike zone, I guess, but that's the way K percentages work. So this is not going to be an auto walk or an auto strikeout. And so what we have is a 68. So 68 for the O swing on a left-hander. Remember, this is a breaking ball out of the zone. So did he swing? It has to be equal to or less than these numbers here. The breaking ball is a 38. 68 is greater than that, so that means he did not swing. So that's ball 1. So we go back to the pitch, unless you're going to choose the pitch. It's a 36. That's going to be a fastball. So anything 1 to 52 is a fastball against left-handers. And these are actual pitch percentages for 2019. So Verlander against left-handers, 52% of the time he threw fastballs, 42% of the time he threw breaking balls, and 6% of the time he threw off-speed pitches. You can see that that gets bumped up against right-handers. So he's throwing a lot fewer off-speed pitches to right-handers, which makes sense from a right-handed pitcher because his off-speed pitch is going to go down and away, and so that can be a big pitch for for a right-hander against a left-handed batter. So 36 is a fastball, and is it in the zone? It is. It's 25, and remember this is pitch number 2, so our auto walks, auto Ks, we don't have to worry about any of that anymore. And a fastball in the zone is going to be this Z swing, and 72 is the number that we're looking for. The roll over here is a 27. So that's lower, equal to or lower than this number. So there is a swing. And then we move over, is there contact? It's a 70. So there's no contact because it's greater than 65. So it has to be 1 to 65 for there to be contact made. So we had a fastball in the zone. There was a swing and no contact was made. So that's a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is a 44. That's going to be a fastball. And 76 is out of the zone. So fastball out of the zone. We're looking here at this 29. The roll is 84. And so that's greater than 29. So there's no swing on the play. It's two balls and 1 strike. 99 puts us in the off-speed category. So off-speed pitch, 78 is out of the zone. And we're looking at this 30 here. The roll is a 37, so another ball. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Now here, we need to get the ball over the plate. You can see that his greatest chance to get the ball over the plate, is here. Either a fastball or a breaking ball against lefties. I'm going to go ahead and throw the fastball so I can sort of eliminate this first roll here. And the first roll is going to be determined, is it in the strike zone or not? It has to be a 1 to 56. Pitch is a 17, so it's a fastball in the zone. Now we're looking here. A 4 is definitely lower than 72. 66, so we can see that there's a swing. 66 is greater than 65. So on 3-1, Verlander lets it loose, throws a fastball in the strike zone. Brantley takes a cut and just misses the pitch. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now, full count. We're going to go and throw the curveball, see if we can put him away. So here is a 50 is what we need. We have a 17, so it's a curveball. He throws it in the zone. And we're looking here at 65. It's a 73, and so he can't pull the trigger. So it's a breaking ball in the zone, but there was no swing on the play. So he freezes him. Everybody thought he was throwing the fastball. He throws a curveball in the zone and gets him looking. So that's out number 1, and that would be a strikeout looking against Brantley. So you can see how sort of the pitch selection works. You can do that for every pitch of the bat. I like to sort of allow the pitcher to decide until he gets into kind of an account that's a little bit less advantageous for him. Or I'll show you also how to kind of look at the batters if you get ahead with a couple of strikes. You can kind of look at the batters and see, how do we want to attack him? And in fact, you can look at that here. We have Javier Baez, who is pretty free swinger. I don't have there is a new value on here called patience that we're trying out. And Javi would be a +10 on patience, which would be very impatient. In fact, his chase percentage was something like 48% or something that year. And so what you do with the patience is you add it to the swing outside the zone. So instead of a 42, he would be a 52. So it just gives you a greater chance that this guy is swinging at a pitch that's outside the zone. Chase percentage or O swing percentage is how many times you swing at balls outside the zone. So kind of separates the patient batters from the impatient batters. All right. So Baez is up. He's a right-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher. Here's the first pitch to Baez. It's an 8. This time we're looking at the red numbers, right? Because he's a right-handed batter. So 8 falls within a fastball range. And a 62 is just outside the zone, so it just misses off the plate. So we're looking here at the 32, and then a roll is 73, so that's going to be a ball. We had an opportunity for auto walk here because the ball was outside the zone. And on this third roll, if the way we figure out is there an automatic walk is we take 100 and we subtract the walk percentage from 100. So we subtract 5. And you have to remember that 100 is actually a number. So it's not 95, it's 96. So 96, 7, 8, 9, 100, any of those would, on this roll, would have been an automatic walk to the batter. But we rolled a 73, so the automatic walk doesn't come into play. And so you look at the swing, it's greater than his swing percentage given up. Even if we had added Baez's plus 10 here, he still wouldn't have swung. So ball one. Second pitch is a 57, so that's going to be a breaking ball. And breaking ball 97 is out of the zone. So we're looking over here again. 32 is our number. It's a 74, so not in the zone. No swing, and that's ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 72 is another breaking ball. And a 50 is just outside the zone. And this time it's a 17 is our roll over here. So Javi takes a swing at it because it's between 1 and 32. And so let's see if he makes contact. It's a 79. And so he takes a swing at the 2-0 pitch out of the zone. Verlander throws another breaking ball out of the zone. Javi swings and he doesn't make contact. So a 79 is greater than 70 or 66. So in that instance, there's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a 59. That's another breaking ball. And that one is in the zone. So it's a 17. So that's less than 42. And a breaking ball in the zone, we got to come here, and our number is 69. So if it's 1 to 69, there's a swing. The roll is an 89. So he throws a breaking ball 2-1 in the zone that Javi doesn't swing at. So 2-2 now. And we're looking at Javi Baez here. He only hits against right-handed pitching. He hits, let's see, 17. He hits about 230. You can see the right-handed numbers here. He hits about 230 against right-handed fastballs. He hits, what was it, 25, 26, 30. It's about 300 against right-handed breaking balls. So we're just adding these numbers together and then putting it on a scale of 1 to 100 percentage, right? So this is 30. 30 out of 100 is 300, right? That's what his percentage is. So he is 29, 30, about 350 against off-speed pitches from right-handed pitchers. So when we're sort of evaluating the players, we can see what their actual batting averages are. And why this comes into play is if there's contact made. And let's say this is a, was he batting 17, 23, he's batting 230. If the roll here is a 25, then, and you've thrown a fastball, then that means that he's not going to get an automatic hit, and that's going to be bumped down to a more difficult opportunity to get a base hit. So if that same 25 was rolled for one of these other pitches, then it would be an automatic hit. In fact, a 25 would be, that'd be a double here, and that would be a double here. So you can see how throwing particular pitches and based on, how well he bats against different types of batters, you can see he only bats 150 against left-handed off-speed pitches. So you got a lefty throwing off-speed pitches, you want to put him away, or you want to make sure that he doesn't get the hit that kills you. You can look and evaluate what pitch do I want to throw. That's one of the things I love about this game. It really slows it down, and allows you to see the weaknesses of the batters and the pitchers both. But especially as a pitcher attacking the batter, it's kind of unprecedented to be able to do this outside of a video game. So we've got a fastball he's going to have a hard time with. That's good for us because fastball is in the zone most of the time. And so let's see what happens here. In fact, fastballs in the zone are swung at less for Justin Verlander than any other pitch, and they are the second least amount of contact for his different pitches. So people aren't making much contact against his off-speed pitches. So we're going to throw a fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Javier Baez. And I'm going to throw a fastball, and we're going to see 59 is our number. The pitch is a 95. So that's going to be a fastball out of the zone. Let's see if Javi swings at it. It's 1 to a 32. The roll is an 80. And so doesn't swing at it, doesn't offer 2-2. That moves the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Going to go with the fastball again. So that's a 50. So it's a fastball in the zone. And we're looking here. 64 is our number. The roll is 94. So it's greater than 64. So fastball in the zone. He throws it by Javi. Javi can't pull the trigger. No swing. Second strikeout looking. That's for Verlander. All right, so 2 down in the inning. And Verlander so far 2 up and 2 down with 2 Ks. Very Verlander-esque start to the game. We have a lefty here, Cody Bellinger. So again, we're looking at the black numbers. It's a 71. 71 is going to be a breaking ball, and a 19 is going to be in the zone. So breaking ball in the zone, we have a chance now for an automatic strikeout because it's the first pitch of the at-bat. Now, Bellinger has a -5 on his K value, so that brings us from 35 to 30. So on this next roll, anything 1 to 30 is going to be an automatic strikeout. The roll is a 67, so no auto K. And we move here to the, because the pitch was in the zone, we move to the Z swing. And it is a breaking ball, right? So a 65. I have a 67 here on the roll. And you can roll again, or you can just take the roll that you just had. 67 means there's no swing, so that's no balls and 1 strike. 97 is going to be an off-speed pitch to a lefty. And 43 means he has thrown it out of the zone. Excuse me. And so we're looking here. Off-speed pitch out of the zone against a left-hander. The roll is a 36, so that means there is no swing on the play. Doesn't offer at it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bellinger. 34 is going to be a fastball. And 33 is going to be in the zone. 21 is going to be a swing. And 82 is greater than 65. So a swing in the strike zone. 82 is greater than 65, so it's a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. And a 75, that's going to be a breaking ball. 79 is out of the zone, so the 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball out of the zone. Does he swing? He does not. It's a 75, and left-handers swing at it 38% of the time. So there's no swing on the play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. When we're evaluating Cody Bellinger here, you can see against right-handed pitching, he hits about 250 against breaking balls, and he hits about 22, 23, about 280 against off-speed pitches. 267, 350 against fastballs. So you want to probably avoid the fastball as much as possible. So we're going to throw him another breaking ball, see if we can throw it in the zone. So we're looking at this number 50. The roll is a 6, so that's going to be a breaking ball in the zone. And now we're looking at this 65, and the pitch is an 80, or the roll is an 89. So a 1 to 65 would be a swing. We throw a breaking ball, catch him off guard, and that's the 3rd strikeout looking for Justin Verlander in the 1st inning. And so the North goes down 1, 2, 3, which has been pretty uncommon actually for the North. And so we go to the bottom of the 1st inning, and the South's going to come up to bat. Excuse me. And they have the North has Max Scherzer going against the South team, and George Springer is the leadoff man for the South. So same thing. We got a right-hander here facing a right-handed batter. So we're looking again at these red numbers for the right-hander. First pitch from Scherzer is a 55, so that's going to be a breaking ball. And a 1 is inside of this 51, so that's in the strike zone. Again, we have a chance for an automatic strikeout here. We have a 0 K value, so he doesn't. What this K value does is it allows guys who are good at avoiding strikeouts, whether they're contact hitters or they take walks or whatever. It allows them to sort of come back to their numbers, so they're not striking out 4 times a game, that kind of thing. But it's sort of a positive special value for hitters. But if they don't fall within, if their strikeout percentage is greater than 20, then they get a 0. So only really your sort of really good hitters at avoiding strikeouts are going to get some sort of number for the K value. So our value here is 35, just like Verlander. Scherzer has a 35% K percentage. So on the next roll, anything 1 to 35 would be an automatic strikeout. That's a 28, and that's inside of the 1 to 35. So that's going to be an automatic K. And you can see sometimes we haven't even gotten to the hitter rolls yet. So just because there's 7 rolls that are possible doesn't mean that you're going to do 7 rolls for every at bat. So if you've been a little bit worried about, pitch by pitch and how does that play out and stuff like that, don't worry about it too much, because you don't get to all the rolls all the time. So Scherzer against Tommy La Stella. La Stella is a left-handed batter, and so we're going to be using the black column over here. First pitch to Tommy is a 36. That's going to be a fastball. 81 is outside the zone, and we're looking at a left-hander here. So fastball out of the zone. The roll is 42, and so there's no swing. There's no opportunity for an automatic walk, so just 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch is a 72. That means that's a breaking ball to a left-hander. 47 is in the zone, so 1 to 47 is in the strike zone. Anything greater than 47 is outside. So he throws it in the strike zone, so it's a breaking ball in the zone. And against a lefty, we're looking for 42. Our roll is a 48. So La Stella doesn't pull the trigger, and that's 1 ball and 1 strike. 67, another breaking ball. Why not? He throws this one outside the zone. That's a 53. The roll is a 74, so definitely no swing on the play. 2 balls and 2 strikes, I believe. Or 2 balls and a strike, sorry. I'm not keeping score here, so you got to help me out. Hopefully I get it all right. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the first pitch, or the 2-1 pitch is a fastball. It's a 1. That is our first roll pitch percentage. Next roll is a 2, so that's in the zone. And so we got a fastball in the zone, and that's the number we're looking at against the lefty. The roll over here is a 4, so definitely a swing. Next roll is a 37, so that's less than 77, so we have contact. All right, so we get to move over to the batter card, and we have a fastball. Remember, that's what we threw to La Stella here, 2-1. The next roll is a 40, so a fastball against right-handers. La Stella hits to 23-30. He hits 333 against right-handers. Our roll over here is a 40, and our high number is a 33, so that's outside that range. No automatic hit. So when that happens, we come down to this next set of numbers. The next roll is a 27. Remember, we're looking at fastballs against, we're looking at the right-handed pitcher numbers, so the red ones. The numbers are 27, so it's greater than 22, but less than 67, which is the total of these two. So it's going to be a ground ball, and the next pitch determines where on the fielding matrix that it goes. It's a 56, and the way that we read through the fielding matrix, this is for ground balls, is that we say the first number is a 5, the second number is a 6. Oh, let's look. Maybe need to make some adjustments here. The first number is a 5. Ground balls, the home run doesn't come into play. Can't hit a ground ball home run in this game. And he has a 0 pull, so there's no effect on the X and Y axes. So we have a 56, so you go up 5 and then over 6 right here. So first number is up, so on the y-axis you go up 5, and then you come over 6, and it's this square right here, which is in the shortstop's zone. So that's going to be 6-3 ground out to the shortstop. 2 outs in the inning. Brings up Alex Bregman. Bregman, right-handed batter, so we're using the red numbers here. 97 to Bregman is going to be an off-speed pitch, and it's a 41. That's our roll, so it's going to be off-speed out of the zone. Opportunity again for an automatic walk here. He has a 4 for his walk percentage. Remember, we round it all down, even though he's really close to 5. We just round it down, and that means that anything from 97 to 100 is going to be a walk on this next roll. Roll is a 2, so we're going to look here at the O swing percentage. He's a right-handed batter, and it is an off-speed pitch, so we're looking at this 46 here. 2 means that there's a swing. 18 for the next roll, so that means there's contact made. So this is an off-speed pitch out of the zone. Bregman swings at it, makes contact. And we have an 11. So we come over to the batter card. We look at his off speed against right-handed pitching. And a 1 to 11 is going to be a single. So Bregman reaches, literally, reaches out for the ball and pokes it. I don't know, maybe to right field. And he gets on with a 2-out single. So just thinking about actual baseball, it's not unheard of for guys to be able to hit pitches for base hits or even home runs. Out of the zone could mean 1 ball off the plate, and that these type of hitters, guys like Bregman or Bellinger or whatever, can hit those kind of pitches a really long way. So it's not far-fetched necessarily to think about guys hitting home runs or doubles or triples off of balls out of the zone. I watched Stanton a couple days ago take a fastball that was a good pitch, and he hit it halfway up in right field. It was crazy. So these guys are just really unreal in the power they have. So we have Yasmani Grandal. He is a switch hitter, so we got to look at that, right? He's a switch hitter. Got a right-handed pitcher. That means he's batting left-handed in this at bat. So we're looking at our black numbers again, and that's going to be a 100. A 100 is going to be an off-speed pitch. 40 is out of the zone, so off speed out of the zone, and it's a 6, so no opportunity for automatic walk. 6 on an off speed pitch out of the zone to a lefty is going to be 6 is our roll, so that's going to be a swing, and 5 is our next roll, and so that's going to be contact made. So a 0 or a 1 to 51 is contact made. So another pitch out of the zone, contact made. Our roll is a 76. So off speed, we're looking at these red numbers because these are a right-handed pitcher. And 20, 25 is about 250 against off-speed pitches from right-handers. Our roll is a 76, so that's greater than 25. And off-speed, 34 is our roll, so that's greater than 21. That's going to be a ground ball. And we have an 88 for our next roll. There's no pull here. Ground ball doesn't affect, the home run rating doesn't affect ground balls. So we have an 88. So you go up 8, you go over 8 here. And so that's going to be a ground ball. This is a second baseman zone here. So 88 is going to be a ground ball to second base. And you can either go the short way to shortstop and just toss it over to short, or you can go to first. That's player's choice, how you want to score it, how you want the game to go. You could also make sure that everybody, you're doing like checks against everybody if you want to, just to see if they all make the plays. But typically, when it comes into a zone and there's no extra play to be made, I just go to first. That's what they would do in a game. Or if you want to go the short way to second base, you can do that. All right, so that's 3 up, 3 down. Actually, they have one base hit, so one runner left on, and that's an inning of on base advance. Now, went a little bit slower than I might normally play, just because I'm explaining all the way through and explaining all the different parts of how to do the gameplay. But essentially, that's what you're doing all the way through. And we didn't get a chance to explain all of the different matrices and what's available for each of those, but they all mechanically work the same. If you had a line drive, then the home run rating would come into play. And for any line drive or fly ball on that roll that goes to the fielding matrix, on that roll you would subtract one from the first number, the y-axis number. And if the player had any sort of pull tendencies, which let's see. Okay, so Chris Bryant has a tendency to pull the ball moderately. He's got a -1. And what you would do is you would subtract one for Chris Bryant if he had a fly ball or a line drive. You can do it on ground balls too. I sometimes will do it on ground balls as well, because you'll pull ground balls also. And so what you'll do is on the second roll for the fielding matrix, the x-axis roll, you just subtract one. So if you rolled a 5, you would subtract one and make that a 4. So you want to make those calculations before you go to the matrix, and then you can find the correct place. And sometimes what that does is, let's say you hit a line drive. You hit a line drive here to the pitcher. Subtracting one would mean that you hit it to the shortstop. So it actually shows that the batter is pulling to a whole new position. Sometimes it's just, it goes from 9 to 8, and that doesn't do anything for you. It's still going to be a line out to the second baseman. So sometimes it has an effect, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes pulling the ball has an effect, sometimes it doesn't. But hopefully this gives you a really good sense of how the game flows, and how different batters work, how different pitchers work, and how to look at the different batters and see, how do I want to attack them? Even before, when you come up and you see Mike Trout, you can see what type of hitter he is and how he matches up with your type of pitcher. So we got a strong fastball, breaking ball pitcher here with Max Scherzer. His off-speed pitch could be a put-away pitch, in fact, because look at all these swings compared to his swings out of the zone. He's getting a lot of guys to swing at off-speed pitches out of the zone, so it's not necessarily bad, but you can tell that that's his put-away pitch here, because guys are not hitting it very well. Here you can see that even if they swing at his breaking ball out of the zone, also put-away pitch, they're not making contact. Same thing here, they're not making much contact. But if you get it in the zone, guys are killing his off-speed pitch in the zone. So it's just something to think about. They're making a lot of contact. And once you make contact, you come over here, and it's a little bit of a wild card once you get on the batter's card. So very interesting. And the gameplay is super different. And I hope that it's not too confusing or strange, and that my explanations are helpful. I think that if you play a few innings, you'll start to sort of get the role and the feel of it. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to get to those and to answer those for you. If there are mistakes anywhere along the way, it's a brand new game. So if you see something that's out of whack or strange or just not right, let me know. And you can connect with with the rest of the on-base players, either at the Delphi forum or on Facebook. We have a group now, so you can join that group and get in and share what you're doing, or there'll just be little extra tidbits and things like that that are on there. So, all right, I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.